financial discipline, they will understand if they want to get loans, they will get loans only for the purpose of growth, not for the purpose of consumption. Because if they get loans for the purpose of consumption, they are going to enter into what they call bad debts. Bad debts, these are loans that you get to consume. You get loans to consume. That is someone who lacks financial discipline. You see. Then someone who has financial discipline, they will always focus on building assets. Building assets. When I talk of building assets, it means that you put your finances into buying things that generates for you what? Income. Things that brings money in your pocket, not buying liabilities. Things that drains money from your pocket. You see. Someone who has financial discipline, they focus on building assets, money generating activities. If you get 10 million, instead of you buying something that does not bring money to your pocket, you buy money generating assets. Money generating assets. Those are the things that you spend your money in. Like me, if I get money, I buy things that can make teaching you people become easy. I buy my microphones. I make sure that my Wi-Fi is working. If the house is hot, I make sure my AC is on. You see, these are things, it makes teaching you people become so easy, so that I give you better experience at Obin Academy. So that next time, if I say there is this other program, but you have to pay, you pay peacefully, because you know what you're going to get, the knowledge you're going to get from Obin Academy, it is something that will benefit you. You see, so money will come in. Let me put this thing on. My battery might go off. Like this. Just a minute. Give me 1 minute. All right, let us proceed now. So I was saying that someone who has financial discipline, they will always focus on building assets, buying money producing assets, and so on and so on. Then the other one, someone who has financial discipline. Someone who has financial discipline, they will always control lifestyle. Not because your salary has increased, you also want to go and upgrade your lifestyle. Upgrading lifestyle should give you the finance for you to what? For you to create another source of income that can support. You should create another side income. You create another side income with your salary that has been increased. You see, that is someone with financial discipline. No one becomes wealthy by mistake. It is all about discipline. It is all about discipline. Sorry, just sending this message. I was saying it is all about discipline. Whatever you do with your life, if you want to achieve anything in this life, you must have discipline. You must have discipline. That is the first thing. Anything that you want to achieve in life, discipline is the most important thing. Maybe some of you don't understand what discipline is. I've always told people that discipline is the ability to do something the right way, at the right time, even when you don't feel like doing it. You know very well that I have to do this thing at this time. I should not do it at this time. You know very well that I have to do this thing this way, not the other way around. So when you have discipline, in you, you will always do things the right way. Winners don't focus on motivation. Winners are driven by discipline. Winners are driven by discipline. You must have discipline. I must have discipline. If I want to win in life, if you want to win in your finances, you want to win in your business, If you know very well that your shop has to open, you must open your shop by 8 a.m. You open it at 8 a.m., not at 11 a.m. That is discipline. Eh? Not because you don't feel like opening the shop today, you should not open. Discipline will always drive you towards building something better. Discipline will always make you succeed anything. In anything. You understand? So, how to build financial discipline. Now, I want us to look at how do I build financial discipline? How should you build financial discipline? Number one, have daily, weekly, and monthly money plan. Where there is structure, there is control. If you want to build financial discipline on a daily basis so that you see your finances growing and moving ahead, you see your finances, you see the graph of your bank balance growing. Have daily, weekly, and monthly money plan. Let me tell you, where there is no plan, money will always disappear. You must have plan for your finances. Where there is no plan, the money will always disappear. You must have a budget, weekly budget, daily budget, monthly budget. Where is my money going? Where is this 100K going? Where is this 20K going? You must have plans for your money. Don't just live your life on autopilot. Where there is structure, there is control. When you have a budget, you control the flow of your money. Because we have what they call a budgeting template. Because when you have a budget, a budget shows you where your money is coming from. Yes, your money is coming from salary. Your money is coming from business income. Your money is coming from so many other places. Maybe allowances. Maybe it is coming from commission. Maybe it is business income. So your budget gathers all these funds together. Then you come and you sit down again and you be like, where is my money going? Where is all this money going? Where is all this money going? It is going to rent. It is going to hospital bills. It is going to school fees. You understand? So you have all these things in the budget. You have everything in the budget. So when you have a budget, that means there is structure. And where there is structure, there is control. You see? Where there is structure, there is control. So you control your money. Your money does not control you. You become the master and your money becomes the servant. Your money serves you. Your money serves you. You deploy your money to work for you. You know where each and every coin is going. You know where every coin is going, where every dollar is going, every shilling is going. Then, track your spending. That is the second way you build financial discipline. Tracking is different from budgeting. Tracking spending is different from budgeting. After budgeting, you must also have what they call tracking. Maybe at one point you had budgeted something. For example, the prices of things changes each and every time. Maybe your monthly target for food is maybe 200K. But you cannot eat the same food. You cannot eat food of the same amount every day, the same price every day. So things keeps on changing. So you track. You cannot control what you cannot measure. So you need to track. Track it. Even if there was a balance of 5K, ask yourself, where did that 5K go? Where did this 1K go? Did I spend more? Did I spend less? If I spent more, where was the challenge? Was there increase in prices? Or there was decrease in price? If you used to buy soap, for example, if you used to buy soap at 7,000, now you realize that the price has dropped down to 5,000. So where has the other 2,000 gone? That is what you need to ask yourself. You see, you need to ask yourself such questions. That is when you'll see progress in your finances. You see. Then there is this one. The next way you can build what they call financial discipline. Another way you can build financial discipline is what I call use the 24-hour rule. Use the 24-hour rule. Let me explain that. When you talk of the 24-hour rule, before buying anything expensive, wait for 24 hours. More desires die with time. The truth is, I know even some of you might have experienced that. There reaches a point whereby you really want to buy something. You are dying to buy that dress. You're dying to buy that phone. You're dying to buy that vehicle. But if you spend like maybe 24 hours, or even it's just spend 3 days, You will realize that you have lost the feelings of buying that dress. You have lost the feelings of buying that phone. You lose the feelings. So that is one of the ways you can develop financial discipline. We said financial discipline is the ability to make financial decisions, not with emotions, not with feelings, but with logic and planning, you see. So you sit down, you use that 24 hours to bring back yourself into position, a calm position. Then you plan for your finances. Not 10 million has entered your account and you want to spend the 10 million for not knowing where your 10 million is going to go, you see. So it's better if you wait for 24 hours, 36 hours, then you come back and you be like, now I have 5 million in my account. How can I multiply this money? That is the first question that has to come in your mind. How can I multiply this money? As husband and wife, we have 30 million in our account. Don't ask yourself, the two of you don't ask yourself that, what should we buy? Ask yourself, if any money enters your account, I've always told you people that, if any amount of money enters in your account, the first question should not be, what can I buy? The first question should be, how can I multiply this money? How can I multiply this money? That is the first question that has to enter your mind. I don't know whether you guys are getting me. John Bosco, John Bush, are you people understanding? Molly?
Yeah, we're together with you.
Yes, if any amount of money enters your account, the first question that needs to come in your brain should be, how can we multiply this money? Not what should we buy. Once that question of what should we buy enter in your brain, the first thing that will come in your mind is going to be a very big liability. It is going to be a very big liability. A very big liability, you see. So if 10 million, if 100K, if 500K, any amount that comes in your account, ask yourself, how can I multiply this money? Because I told my students of 9 p.m., that if 1 million enters your account, don't allow yourself, don't accept to come below 1 million. Don't accept to come below 1 million. If 500K enters your account, don't accept to come below 500K. Look for ways of growing. If 20 million enters your account, don't say, hey, I have 20 million now. That is not where you are supposed to settle for. Ask yourself, how can I multiply this 20 million? How can I multiply this 20 million? Guys, let me just say hi to some people here on YouTube. I'm trying to stream as well on YouTube. Mr. Emmanuel, once in a while I try to do live stream so that we can get more students into our inner cycle. So let me just try to give them some time. Mr. Emmanuel from Rwanda, thank you so much for joining this live. If you have any question you want to ask, please feel free to drop your questions here, and then you can comment on any of our videos on YouTube right here, and then I will exchange contact with you under that video. Thank you so much. Let me give my attention to my students. Thank you, Emmanuel from Rwanda. Thank you so much. All right, let us proceed. So that is what you're supposed to do. If any money enters your life, don't accept to come below that amount of money. Never accept to drop down. If 10 million enters your account, don't accept to come below 10 million. Look for ways of growing that 10 million to 15 million, to 20 million. So another way you can develop financial discipline is what I call avoid debt for consumption. If you want to develop financial discipline, if you want to become so financially disciplined, avoid bad debt, avoid consumption debt, whereby you get loans to consume. If I say to consume, I'm not meaning to eat, to buy food only. You get loans to buy fashion, you get loans to buy a new phone, you get loans to buy a vehicle, a car, you get loans to buy liabilities. That is consuming. You get loans to buy liabilities only. Avoid that. If you want to grow financially, you must be able to develop that financial discipline whereby you don't get loans for consumption. Avoid consumption debts if you want to grow financially. Consumption debt. I told my students that borrowing to buy food, borrowing for entertainment, these are traps. These are money traps. They trap you into poverty. Any man, any woman who wants to grow financially, avoid these traps. Surround yourself. Number 5, if you want to grow your financial discipline, surround yourself with disciplined people. You cannot be indisciplined, and you cannot be if you want to become disciplined, associate with people who are disciplined. If you want to grow financially, associate yourself with people who are financially above you. I don't have questions at the moment, but I want to tell you that I have been inspired by so many of your videos. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. I'm blessed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. Let us proceed. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. That is someone's comment on our YouTube channel. Please help me subscribe to this channel and share this live with your friends. All right, let us proceed. I was still telling you people that if you want to grow financially, not just growing financially only, so long as you are this person who is hungry to become the best version of yourself, look at someone next to you, someone who is better than you in anything. If you want to be ahead in life, I've always told people that if you want to be ahead in life, it starts with the person that is so close to you. For example, it starts with your girlfriend, it starts with your boyfriend, then now it moves to your other friends. It now moves to your other friends. From there, if that person is negative, if that person is not better than you, if that person is not focused on to becoming the best of their version, then you have no time to waste with them. It is the same thing when it comes to finances. If you want to grow your finances, you want to reach a point whereby you are so much, you know that you are so much financially stable, start associating with people who can challenge you financially. Associate with such people. That is when you'll see changes in your finances. If you stay with broke people, you'll end up like broke people. If you hang around with rich people, trust me, very soon you're going to be the next rich person in their cycle. You'll be the next rich person in their cycle. So never associate with people who are not where you want to be. Never. Even the Bible says that for light cannot share the same place with darkness. Light cannot share the same place with darkness. That is what the Bible says. You see, if you want to grow financially, surround yourself with people who can challenge you. Your environment shapes your behavior. A wise man said that if you stay in a room of 6 broke men, you're going to be the 7th broke person. If you stay in a room with 6 rich men, you're going to be the 7th rich person. Your network is your net worth. Surround yourself with disciplined people and you will see success on your way. You'll see yourself becoming financially stable. You understand? Let us proceed. Another thing, if you want to develop financial discipline, if you want to become financially disciplined, then you need to take number 6 very carefully. Teach yourself to delay gratification. Teach yourself to delay immediate pleasure. Teach yourself to delay short-term pleasure. Tell yourself, I choose the future over the moment. Sometimes you might be having 5 million in your account, 20 million in your account. Then you feel like, I have this money, let me go and waste it in the club. Let me buy this phone, let me buy this car. But you realize that you are just buying liabilities. Time will pass by when you will realize that you have wasted money instead of investing that money in a long-term game. We just said it here. Financial discipline is the ability to choose long-term gain over short-term gratification. You choose long-term gain. You choose to build a system that can print for you money even after years, after decades. After decades. For example, let us look at the people, the founders of MTN, the founders of Airtel, the founders of Coca-Cola, if these people didn't have long-term mindset, if they didn't have long-term mindset, trust me, these brands will not be there. These brands will not be there. So whoever wants to become financially stable, you might not be the richest person in the world like Elon Musk, but you need to be financially stable, whereby you know that I can buy this time anytime I want. I can buy this thing anytime I want. Anytime I want. You see. So guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask before I proceed. Those ones on YouTube, if there is any question you want to ask, feel free to pin on the chat. I'll be glad to respond to them. If you have any compliment, feel free to drop. Let us proceed right here as I'm waiting for questions. So, you should always learn to speak to yourself. I choose the future over the moment. That is how wealth is built. The final truth is, saving money is not punishment. Remember we have been talking about savings and financial discipline. So we covered saving. We are now talking about financial discipline, and I'm trying to summarize all these topics now. Okay? Saving money is not punishment. Some people think that if people advise you to save money, they think that you are punishing them. Saving money is punishment. No. Saving money is protection. Saving money is preparation. You are preparing for emergency. You're preparing, you're building a startup capital. You're storing your seed for starting a new business. Saving money is empowerment. You understand? So guys, saving is your first step into financial freedom. If you want to become someone, it starts with saving money. People say saving money does not make you rich, but that is the foundation to becoming wealthy. You must save some money in order for you to invest somewhere. In order for you to start a business, there must be a startup capital. So anytime you get any job, do not waste money. Save some part of it. Save some part of it. Save some part of it. And financial discipline is the engine that drives every financial dream. Financial discipline is the engine that drives every financial dream. If you dream of having a business like this one, you must be able to invest your money consistently without spending your profit. You reinvest your profit. You delay enjoyment so that tomorrow can be brighter. You delay enjoyment so that tomorrow can favor you. But if anytime you make any profit, you want to eat all your profits, you're not going to progress. You will not progress. You will not progress. If you want to progress, you want to progress financially, if your business makes for you any profit, even if the profit is only 200K, do not spend all this profit. You can spend 20% of the profit. You can enjoy 20. You can motivate yourself with 20%. Then the other 80%, reinvest it in your business. Reinvest it. That is when you will see what growth in your business. That is what they call financial discipline. It is the engine that drives every financial dream. Every financial dream. The same thing with saving money. If you're saving to start a business, you're saving money today, you're withdrawing it tomorrow. That is not saving. You must have a reason why you are saving your money. You must have a reason why you are investing that money. Have a goal. Don't just save money because you have had Coach Obin is telling me, hey, let me start saving money. Why are you saving? Why am I saving? For what purpose? Is it for emergency? Is it to start a business? Is it for school fees? Is it for rent? Is it for what? You must have a goal. When you are saving money without a goal, savings becomes a challenge. It becomes a very big challenge. Anytime you have saved 30K, you have saved 100K, 500K, you go and withdraw it. Then you end up spending it without meeting your target. So, young people who master savings and then discipline early will rise above poverty. If you master the habit of saving money and then financial discipline, you're going to rise above poverty. You're going to move far away from poverty. You're going to grow, you're going to rise above your background and above your limitations. and they will build wealth with confidence and stability. That is where we can stop on this chapter number 4. God bless you people so much. If there is any question you want to ask, feel free to ask me. That is chapter number 4 of Money Mastery for young people. If you want a copy of my book, feel free to drop a comment on any of my videos. I'm going to locate you, and then I'll see ways of sharing with you my book. God bless you people on YouTube. Bye-bye. Let me attend to my students now. Yes, guys, here. Mr. John Bosco, John Bush,